So the shared stash gets pretty full sometimes. You got to transfer it over to a mule. Well, I went to look at that and I noticed my crafting materials were packed up fuller than a woman's suitcase when she goes on vacation. Now, don't get me wrong, women, we love you. You're great. But you always pack way too much stuff. Well, with so many materials, you know what time it is. Another 100 crafting session. So if you want to see all about how to craft caster amulets, how to get 2 to skills, and get all the good stuff on it, make sure you check out the video that looks like this thumbnail right here. I'll put a link at the top of the description and throw a card up at the top. I go through and explain everything about the item level, if you gamble, if you're grabbing from Terra Zones, yada, yada, yada. I even show you the exact formula and all that stuff if you want to kind of look at it and figure it out yourself. I'm going to do these sets in 25, but I'm not showing you every gamble. I'm only going to show you the absolute highlights. So the good ones that get 2 skills or even better stuff than that. We got the first 25 amulets gambled. Let's get started. Okay, wow, I was getting a little alarmed there. We went through 18 of them before I got a single one that had 2 to skills, which was a little shocking. But here's the first, like, reasonable one. We get 2 to Necro, the 8 FCR. Usually the standard roll goes 5 to 10. You could get a secondary roll to get it up even higher. It is kind of cool to get a little bit of fire res along with it. Pretty much just a reasonably good, okay caster amulet for the Necromancer. And we wrap up the first 25, so that's only 2 to a character skill in the first 25. I feel like it's going a little bit slow, but this is not bad. We got 2 barb skills, 9 FCR. Really, for a barbarian, you either want to get anything over 5, which is every single one that you make, or get over 15 based upon where the breakpoint is for the barbarian, but also getting 14 to all res on there. I think this is a pretty dang reasonable one. And like I said, 25 down. Let me go gamble up another 25 amulets. 25 more right behind my bald head. Let's jump into the next set, and hopefully we get better luck. I feel like it went a little slow in the first 25. Okay, just in one of the first few here in the second set, another 2 to Necro skills right here. The other stuff, all not great. 52 to mana is okay to get, but everything else is not too crazy, just kind of a... Man, if we would have got another skill on there with the huge amount of mana and the lightning res, that's like... would be primo for like a energy shield Nova Sorceress. Of course, you'd want it to be 17 or 16 or 18 or 20 or whatever on the FCR as well. But man, close call. Close one to one I'm really looking for. All right, here's a 2 to Warcries that, I mean, this wouldn't be like the most godliest endgame, but really for the Barbarian, you only need to get over 105. So 2 Whiz Spikes or 2 Suicide Branches along with any caster amulet will get you over that for a Singer Barb. But also kind of convenient is sometimes you end up running out of mana on a Singer Barb because you, sorry for hitting the mic, go through so much energy, so you end up putting some points into energy. And this mana could actually help you out, save some energy points. Maybe you could put some more into Vitality or something. This one's, we'll put it on the okay level, kind of like a temp until you get a better caster one. There we go, another 2 to skill. This one for the Druid. Also nice that it got 52 to life, so that is a solid amount of life to get on there too. This is a pretty dang good caster amulet. This may be one I use on my Druid even. And there we have actually 50 of them down, so I got to go restock and be right back with more materials. And we are ready to rock. Hey, there we go. Another pretty solid one here for an Amazon. Now they have really bad breakpoints for casting, but if you're going to be teleported down to like Bale or something, you at least want to get to a reasonable one, or else it's incredibly painful. So this one looking pretty nice with the Amazon skills, and like I said, FCR. It also is a very mana-hungry build, the Lightning for your Javazon, that is. So a little extra mana is pretty nice there, but also very key, very clutch. 14 to all res. This is another very reasonable one. Ooh, dang. So combat skills for the Paladin, if you're a Hammerden, ready to rock. Only 5 FCR there, unfortunate. But me, being a magic finder at heart, y'all know it, fellas. 23 magic find on there. Unfortunately, I don't know if this would be one that I could necessarily use. I'll have to look at how the breakpoints fall exactly on my Paladin or whatever, but it's nice getting that magic find, in my opinion. Okay, all right, another good one for the Paladin. This one's 2 to the entire Paladin skills. 7 FCR, which is okay. 58 to mana, once again, nice. Mana kind of an overlooked one sometimes, but mana can definitely help you out. Got some gold find on it. I guess maybe if you're running Trav with your Paladin or something like that. So here's another reasonable Paladin one. Did I say Palawan? What did I say? Here's another reasonable Paladin one. Pally one. Well, there's another 25 down. I'm not sure what to think about what I found so far. Maybe let me know down in the comments. We're going to jump into the final 25 here, and hopefully the luck's popping off. All right, this one's a possible, because like I said, sometimes to skill trees, if it's one that you can use, go ahead and use it. So 2 to fire skill, so for any fire sorceress, you're going to be okay. 7 FCR, it does get an additional 38 to life. And I mean, it can be really nice too to get the poison length reduced by 75%. That actually will eliminate a ton of damage that you end up taking. If you're on a build that doesn't have like the cure, doesn't have cleansing aura to get rid of the poison faster, something like that, that will actually lower the amount of poison damage you end up taking overall pretty significantly. Yeah, anytime you get that super high FCR, I've had a few of them I haven't shown yet, but 18 FCR with a bigger boost to mana if you had a couple lightning skills on that, if you got a few sorceress skills, this would be a reasonably good amulet, especially since you need 17 or higher for that lightning sorceress generally to get to that higher breakpoint. Oh yes, good. So paladin skills, another one. Really, I feel like the 2 to skills, probably the most that we've gotten so far have been paladin. 10 FCR, which is the highest you can get on the first initial roll without the secondary FCR roll. Everything else is pretty superficial, not that great though. 10 to poison res, level 2 tornado charges, and then now just another reasonably good paladin caster amulet. Okay, and like I mentioned, if you get the right skill tree, it could be a good one to use. This one could fall into that reasonable category with pally combat skills. 9 FCR, but you get both cold and fire res. The fire res can help make up for what's not on the spirit shield, because spirit shield has the 3 resistances, but it is lacking actually fire, so at least you get that particular one. It's useful. Oh, did I say 100? What were you saying? Well, I actually meant 125 because I just noticed I have 25 more Ral runes, and why don't we go ahead and finish them up? So let's see in this final set how godly of an amulet we're gonna get. Okay, finally here's another one for the Amazon. We got 2 Amazon skills, 8 FCR, the fire res. So if you are rocking that spirit, like I mentioned a couple times, you can make up some of that, makes up roughly half of the fire res that you don't get on your spirit that you get towards the other ones. Not too shabby of an amulet. Ooh, not bad when you get a huge amount of strength like that. So 2 to druid, 8 FCR, 22 to strength, which is pretty massive to be perfectly honest. Because remember, each point you don't put into strength is a point that you can put into vitality or wherever else you want to put it for that matter, but it's usually vitality. Also, 80 extra gold find. Maybe perhaps you just need the cast rate ever so slightly to maybe teleport out to wherever you want to go, and every once in a while you're gold finding as well. The werewolf barb and the bear barb, really, they got so much health and stuff, you can really wreck Trav pretty good. So it's actually a high amount of gold find on that as well. Oh, rats. Jeez, boy. Only 1 Amazon skills there, but yeah, once again, you get the high FCR on there too. Poison, lightning, res. Another close call. Oh, of course. I get the higher FCR right here, but we get it on the assassin, which, I mean, usually you're either a trapper, which traps are laid down on increased attack speed, or you are a mosaic assassin where you're also attacking. So really, the FCR not really as sought after as crucial on an assassin, excuse me, usually assassin. It does have a high 63 to mana, I suppose, but man, of course that'd be just my luck to get a high FCR on an assassin. So right over here is the best I got out of those 100. Let me know if you think I got good luck or bad luck in here, and let me know down in the comments which one you actually think is the absolute best. If you made it this far, you must have liked the video, so hit that like button for me and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Peace out, fellas, and keep slaying.